Welcome to Switch Comics. My name is Marco, and we are back with another episode of
Hot Comics!
A series where each week I pick out 5 comics that I think you need to pick up immediately. Now these are comics that are hot, that are growing in value. Sometimes it might be, steadily growing. Sometimes it might not really even be growing at the moment, but it will. Especially when I'm doing these themed episodes. Because today's theme is all about Hawkeye. We know the Disney Plus series is coming up. All these Disney Plus shows have had various different books, whether suspected or not, increase in value. So these are pretty much no-brainers, and they're books that if you don't have in your collection, I strongly suggest picking up. Now, quick little disclaimer, I film these videos the night before oftentimes, and I worked earlier in the day. Today's July 4th, if you can't tell with all the booms and bangs and everything going on outside. I'm pretty sure you can probably hear that, but that's what that is. I do apologize for the noise. I should have filmed earlier, but here I am. So, like I said, we're going to get into Hawkeye though, but before we get to that, let me tell you about my giveaway. I'm giving away 3 awesome comic bundles at 500 subscribers. That's right, 3 lucky subscribers will each win one of these 3 comic bundles. All you have to do to enter is simply be subscribed and leave a comment on this video. If you would like additional chances to win, you can watch other videos on my channel and leave comments on those as well. Each comment on a new video is another chance to win. Good luck. Alright, now let's talk about these books. Now, quick disclaimer, all the books I'm going to be talking about today are from the Volume 4 2012 Hawkeye run. I chose all these because it's a very well-received Hawkeye series, and from what I've gathered, it really seems this is what is going to be the focus of the upcoming Disney Plus show. So, they haven't done any true, how Marvel does. They don't do any true adaptations, but they do reference a lot of the source material, and it does seem this is the source material for this particular story at least. So let's go ahead and hop into it with Hawkeye #1. Now this book is about a $50 book. This is going to be one of the bigger ones growing. And actually, yeah, unusual for today, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you this is the biggest book on my list. So if you're looking for affordable keys, Hawkeye's got some good ones that I think will continue to climb. Now this is the first appearance of Tracksuit Mafia, which has been confirmed for the show, but also Lucky the Pizza Dog, also confirmed for the show. And I just don't see how we're going to get Lucky the Pizza Dog and people aren't going to just fall in love with him. People love dogs, and especially, I don't know, I have a good feeling about Lucky the Pizza Dog. I feel like he's really going to be very well received. He's going to be the new Baby Yoda, you could say, in a sense. Might not be as big, but come on, you fight me on that one. Don't tell me you don't think people are going to like him. Now, like I said, Tracksuit Mafia is also in this. Both are confirmed already to be in the Hawkeye series. So this is a great key. Again, this is a pretty iconic run for Hawkeye. This is going to be 2 first appearances that are going to make a big part of the show, I do believe. So moving on to Hawkeye #2. This is a smaller book. It's only about a $20 book. And this is going to be the first time that Clint, I almost said Hawkeye and I was like, I guess you'll understand what I'm talking about, but Clint and Kate, the first time Clint and Kate meet up and start working together. So it doesn't actually happen in the first issue, even though this series the whole premise is them, working together. They don't do it until issue 2, so it's a bit of a minor key. I don't think this one, I think in the grand scheme of things, this might be one of the duller keys in the long run, but I do think it's a good one to still have. It's going to be nice to, presumably, there's been there's been some good MCU, or specifically Disney Plus shows. There's been some good chemistry between characters, like recently with Loki and Mobius. Them two just playing off each other has felt so fun. I could just listen to the 2 of them talk for an hour and nothing happened in the show, and I'd be pretty content with that. But I think as long as they do something similar and it's just fun to have the bickering and banter between the two of them, I do think the first meetup will have significance because of that. Now, moving on, we're skipping all the way to Hawkeye number 9. First of all, a beautiful cover, absolutely beautiful cover. Maybe the best cover. I was gonna say the best, but there's one more on this list that's pretty good. I mean, they're all pretty good. I really like the simplistic, very minimalist style to all of these covers. They really feel their own in a way. But this, oh man, this is such a good cover. But also on top of that, it is the first cameo appearance of Clown, which is a soft confirm. They haven't fully confirmed, but there is a character with a name similar enough that has been supposedly leaked for the thing. I guess a bit of spoilers, but again, if you know this is going to be based off of the series, you're going to assume and put 2 and 2 together anyway. So this book is about a $40 book, which is kind of weird. I think part of this price, this is the second most expensive book on the list, I think part of this price is because it's just a really awesome cover. It is a really nice cover, y'all. I'm telling y'all. And this is one that there's quite a few awesome Kate Bishop covers to display. You don't have room to display every book in the world, you know? So this is going to be one of those, like if you only got one Kate Bishop spot, this might be the one. There's a couple other that might compete with it, but this is definitely a competitor. And on top of that, it's the first cameo of Clown, which we'll see. Sometimes MCU kind of struggles with their villains. Sometimes they don't really build them up as much as they need to. I'll fully admit that. I feel like, for example, Agatha in WandaVision could have done with a bit more. Could have, I feel like she was a cool character, and she was likable as a villain, but I don't know. Could have been a bit more to her to make her more substantial feeling anyway. But moving on now to Hawkeye number 10. To me, this might be the real sleeper of the whole set here. So this is the first full appearance of Clown. It has a very jarring cover. It's still in the same style, very simplistic, but where most of these covers are very white with little splotches of white and black, but little splotches of color here and there. This one is just full on red, and I love that as a first full appearance for a villain. Like, it's like this is where things are gonna get crazy, and he's a serial killer, so I feel like it's very matching for the tone. It's such a interesting way to really represent this issue's gonna be different, but again, so this book is only like a $15 book. This book is a very cheap full first appearance, and I just think right now no one really knows the Clown. All the Hawkeye stuff, the Kate Bishop stuff, when you search those terms, people that don't really know, they're just buying stuff because it's going to go up in value. Those keys are going up right now, again slowly, because not everyone's on the hype train yet, but it will continue to grow. But right now, no one's looking up Clown. The only reason number 9, I think, again, it is, yes, it's first cameo of Clown, but I legitimately think the main reason that cover or that comic is going up in value is because it is an absolutely sweet Kate Bishop cover. And so when you search Kate Bishop, it's going to pop up. It might pop up with first appearance or something like that, and because of that, it might pop up in your search terms, and people that don't really know Clown are going to start buying it. But if Clown is really sick and terrifying and an interesting villain, then I think this is a super duper sleeper book, and I think you should pick it up. And especially as cheap as it is, pick up a few of them. Like what? I don't think it's gonna hurt. At the end of the day, when the series comes out, this will probably at least double into a $30 book. It's got to, right? Like, there's no way it doesn't at least do that. But I mean, if Clown ends up being something gnarly, then this could be a big book. I'm just saying. I don't know. I'm not trying to. I can't predict the future, but that's just my opinion. The last book we're going to talk about is Hawkeye number 11. Now, this is the solo Lucky story. It's about a $25 book. Now, this book is very well received in general. People do very much like Lucky the pizza dog. I mean, like I said, I think he's going to be huge. I think people are really going to like him in the show. Maybe care more about him than Kate Bishop. I don't know. I'm just saying, it's kind of like the Mandalorian and Grogu. Like I said, people really love Baby Yoda, and he's like, yeah, Mandalorian's cool, but Baby Yoda though, And it might be the same. He's like, yeah, Kate Bishop, she's Lucky the pizza dog. So again, super awesome cover. Really cool cover. Even though it's so simplistic, it has a great sense of depth with the paw prints going backwards. Man, it's just some good stuff. I really like this type of art. It might not be for everyone, I know that, but I think it looks super good. It's done very well, and again, I think this is a book that's it's gonna go up as well. As soon as people are in love with Lucky, this is gonna be a sweet banger of a book. But that is my 5 picks for today. Now, like I mentioned earlier in the video, all these books are from the Hawkeye series. Now, clearly, I have some other keys and other suggestions for the Hawkeye series that aren't for the Hawkeye Disney Plus series, that aren't from the Hawkeye Volume 4 series. I got some other books. I actually made a list, and I was trying to figure out what books I was going to put in today's video, and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to do the Volume 4 stuff today. We'll save the other stuff for another time. That is, of course, if you would like it. If you want to see it, make sure you hit the like button and tell me in the comments below. Say, please let me know all the keys I need to get for the upcoming Hawkeye show. Specifically just like that. If you don't put it just like that, deals are off. No, but regardless, it's probably going to come out at some time. I don't know if it's going to be next week. I might do something else next week. There's so many things I need to talk about at all times. But that's going to be it for today. Again, if you have suggestions for something you want me to throw up here, some different, I just put up some random stuff. I was like, I think it's just some cool random books I got laying around. Well, not on the floor or on the table or nothing, but they're in some comic boxes, and they're just some cool fun books that I had. That's gonna be it, though. I think I said that maybe the third, fourth time. I don't know. I will see you all Wednesday with there's some good comics coming out this week, so I'm actually excited to talk about this. I'll see you then. Goodbye. Ha ha ha!